Welcome to another high school football season on WGRC. Loving to cover the District 4, and we are here at a brand new venue, Milton High School, a beautiful stadium, as we release our 2022 schedule. So the District 4, it's always exciting to see how things play out. In Single A, will Muncie once again claim the title? Double A, Southern Columbia, they've been the team to beat for quite some time, or is this going to be the year that Mount Carmel catches the tiger by the tail? Triple A, Danville, Montoursville, typically they've been at the top, or is someone else going to rise to the occasion here in 2022? As for the Quad A, Jersey Shore, those Bulldogs, they are tough. Perhaps Selinsgrove or another team is going to emerge and take the Quad A title. We're going to have a lot of questions answered this season, and we're going to have all the excitement for you on WGRC. So here comes your 2022 season schedule. Well, this is going to be a great, exciting season of high school football. We are so looking forward to it, and we want you to join us every week. We're going to introduce the first part of our season schedule in a moment. But guys, this is a real treat. We are among the first to really set foot on Milton's brand new turf stadium. Zach, this is a great atmosphere for football here in Milton.
Yeah, I was driving up and I thought, this is a college stadium, right? It's beautiful here.
Brad, this is going to be a treat for the folks at Milton. They've been playing some good football lately, too.
State-of-the-art facility. I mean, what high school athlete wouldn't be excited about playing in an atmosphere like this? And you're right. They had a really good season last year, and hopefully, that will translate to another good year. They have some good players coming back, and give the folks here in Milton reason to get excited, not only about the stadium, but about the football team as well.
So our thanks to the folks at Milton for opening up this venue as we release our season schedule. And I guess it's appropriate we start with week 1, August the 26th. We will be right here at Milton. The Black Panthers, they will entertain the South Williamsport Mountaineers. South Williamsport, they lost to Southern in a district title game, but they're looking to bounce back and continue to grow. They always play tough at South Williamsport.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be really exciting for them. They see kind of the opportunity to progress, whereas Milton, they're trying to build off this crazy momentum. So great season, and now a new stadium, and so that's going to be a lot of excitement into that first game.
For Milton, of course, we saw them a few times last year, Brad. Xavier Minium, a playmaking quarterback, but Chris Doyle, the sophomore running back, 18 touchdowns. He had a big season. He's looking to try and do more of that this year.
Yeah. Rushed for almost 1,200 yards as well on the ground, and those 18 touchdowns, as you alluded to. And I mean, that Milton, they're going to be fired up for this first game in the new stadium. But I think more importantly, they have bigger goals that they want to try to achieve after coming off their playoff last year, that tough loss, wanting to build momentum on that good season and continue that into year 2 here.
Well, Milton's basically been a road team the last couple of years. They're really looking forward to playing here at home. So week 1, South Williamsport at the Milton Black Panthers. Week 2, we head to Line Mountain. The Eagles will be entertaining the Danville Ironmen. Danville 8-5 a year ago. They're a defending district champ. They have aspirations to do the same.
I love watching Danville because I love watching Carson Persing. He's, I think, maybe one of the best receivers we'll cover all season long. He's dynamic. He's a playmaker. Really excited to watch him. His senior year, feels like we've been watching him forever, but he's a fantastic playmaker for that offense.
And Brad, I know Line Mountain, a little bit of a disappointing year last year. They're looking to kind of bounce back from that 2-8 record. They'll have their hands full with Danville, but they play well down there at Line Mountain.
Yeah, they do. Traditionally, Line Mountain's a good football program down there, and yes, they had a little bit of a rough season last year, but I know that they're hungry and they're wanting to get back into their winning ways and continue that winning tradition down there. See what they can do against a very good Danville team coming in there week 2.
Now we head to week 3 of this season on September 9th, and this always seems to be a great matchup. The Mifflinburg Wildcats at Shamokin. Last year, we had it as one of our games of the week, and Shamokin won an exciting back-and-forth game. These are 2 pretty evenly, historically matched teams.
Yeah, 2 hard-nosed football teams. I feel like hard-nosed football, it's going to bring a big smile to head coach Henry Hynoski. He's a former fullback, loves smashing that rock. So it's going to be fun to watch both those teams go at it.
And Mifflinburg, of course, has had some good seasons lately. They want to keep building on that behind Coach Dressler.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they went through a rough patch there a couple of years ago, seem to turn the corner now, and this will be a good matchup again on paper, they have, both teams have some of their key players back from last year. So it'll be interesting to see how that game plays out.
Then week 4 of this season, we will head to the northern part of the District 4 as the Loyal Sock Lancers. They will be hosting the Danville Ironmen. Loyal Sock, again, always seems to be in close ball games with Danville. Last year they split. Danville won the game you'd rather win, which would be the playoff game, but Loyal Sock, always a tough team to face.
Yeah, just really interesting, especially with the history. So they go 1-1 last year, but Danville has the bragging rights because they won the playoff game. And so who's going to win this one? Who's going to be able to build early season momentum? And maybe they'll have a repeat where they play again in the playoffs.
Yeah, and here we're at a brand new stadium for Milton. Loyal Sock probably has the best spot for neighbors to watch. They can sit on their decks and look down. It's really a great vantage point there at Loyal Sock.
Just one of the things you appreciate about District 4 is just the atmosphere in some of these stadiums that you go to. I mean, Loyal Sock, you can look out over and you see the folks sitting on their porches and whatever. They have their lights up, for Loyal Sock and all that stuff, and they can watch a game there. And Loyal Sock has had some pretty good teams, and I think that this game will be another entertaining one for those folks sitting on their porch.
So if you'll have the grills out that night, we will welcome an invitation. If you'd like to have us, we'll be there week 4.
Steaks.
Yeah,
Brad's got
let us know.
All right, we've got the requests all ready for you. On September 16th, that's our matchup, Danville at Loyal Sock. 2 more to share with you here in this early part of our Game of the Week schedule. And on the 23rd of September, week 5, Hughesville, the Spartans travel to Midwest to face the Mustangs. Both of these teams just one win last year. And, sometimes wins are tough to come by, but this should be a really competitive game for 2 programs, both looking to get some traction and build momentum.
Yeah, for one, Midwest has a new stadium as well. So that's going to be really exciting. And it just seems like whenever we go there, a running back from Midwest goes for like 100 or maybe 1,000 yards when we play. And it doesn't matter if it's in the first half or second half. Regardless of the score, the running back show is something worth watching.
And Brad, this will be a good matchup in that they didn't play last year. So kind of really fresh to see how Hughesville and how Midwest are going to match up this season.
Yeah, and when they did match up a few years ago, it was a pretty tight ball game as well. So it'll be interesting. It feels like everybody in District 4 is getting a new stadium. But Midwest, I know, will be excited to get out there and play on that new field and host Hughesville. It should be a good matchup.
And that's our midweek matchup there, that week 5. And then week 6, we'll start the second half of the season with 2 perennial powerhouses, Montoursville, the Warriors, heading to Southern Columbia to face Jim Roth and the Tigers. Tigers, winners of 5 straight state championships. They're looking to make it 6. They've got 12 overall, but Montoursville would love to upend that particular goal, as the Warriors always tough to face.
I'm so giddy because I haven't been able to go to Southern Columbia, and I've heard ever since we moved here about how amazing the Southern Columbia Tigers, they produce really high quality Division I athletes. So I'm just excited. And at Montoursville, they're no joke, right? They have a real potential, if not to upset the Tigers, to at least keep it close, which not many teams can do with the Tigers.
And, you go into Tiger Stadium, it can be intimidating. You see all those state championship banners, but Montoursville, they definitely, I know they'll be ready to give it their best that night.
I think Montoursville has, one of the things that has always stood out to me about Montoursville and their games is just their mentality and the mental toughness that they have. And so if there's a team that's not going to get intimidated by that, it would be Montoursville. Has anybody in District 4 beaten Southern in the last decade? So they're looking to do that. I mean, I know Southern lost the game last year, but Montoursville would love to be that District 4 team that knocks them off. And so we'll see what happens on that day.
Well, we just walked you through the first 6 weeks of our high school football season, our game of the week to different venues in the District 4. And you can continue to chart the season schedule as we go through the season. WGRC.com. Just visit our football page there. And, of course, join us on Friday nights. Our pregame starts at 6:30. We'll have the kickoff at 7. And we're looking forward to a very exciting year once again in the District 4 for the high school football game of the weekend, guys. This is actually the start of season 20 at WGRC, so that's pretty special. So join us for all the fun once again this year. Well, it's been so much fun to announce this high school football season, our Game of the Week coverage through 2022, and as mentioned, Milton having a beautiful new stadium to introduce to everyone in the District 4, and I'm joined here by Rod Harris. He is the athletic director at Milton. Rod, a complex like this, I know it takes a lot of people working together for quite a bit of time to finally unveil it. What's the process been like?
Yeah, it's been pretty much a 3 to 4 year process. The first 1.5 to 2 years was the planning phases for that. Our school board, superintendent, a lot of administration was involved with the behind the scenes planning. Then it quickly moved on to finally got the bids back and got approval to move forward. And then the last 2 years has been all the construction phase of everything that's been going on. We're finally to where we have the turf, the bleachers, the restrooms, the concession stand. Everything's about done. We're finishing up the track. So we'll be done here, ready to go within the next 2 weeks.
Awesome. Well, the final details, the icing on the cake just getting done here. I imagine people are super excited to finally have the first real live competitive action, between families and players and administration, the community. What are you getting a sense of when it comes to the excitement level here at Milton?
Yeah, our students, our community, our faculty and staff, our coaches, everybody's really excited. It's been 2 years coming. We've been seeing it happen, seeing it grow. Everything's now in place. The kids, I can't tell you how excited they are. They're using our new health, wellness, and fitness center, and they just can't wait to have the opportunity to get out here on a daily basis to practice and then compete and play in their games.
Well, it's been a lot of life on the road for the Milton Black Panthers
Sure
the last couple of seasons, so they're really looking forward to some opportunity for some home cooking here in Milton. So, Rod, thanks a bunch for giving us a little behind-the-scenes look, and we're going to share that with you, some of these images of what's happened here at Milton.